Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So in the previous class, we had an introduction about the subject. It is basic electronics, and subject course code is 18 ELN 14. So for new people, myself, Professor Lohit Javadi, working as assistant professor in the E&C department. So this semester, I'm going to handle the basic electronics subject for you. So let us, previous class, we had an introduction about the subject, what is the syllabus, and how the assignment will be given to you. So I had sent a link to join Google Classroom. So all activities with respect to my subject will be done through Google Classroom. Okay, for that you need only Gmail account. Plus the online classroom will be there using this MS Team app. So let us begin with the syllabus. It is module number 1. It is semiconductor diodes and applications. So once again, we have a recap of the PN junction diode. So I hope you learned PN junction in first semester or maybe first year or second PUC. Okay. So let us have a recap of this one. The module 1, module 1 is going to cover these concepts about semiconductor diodes and its applications. So we have a discussion on PN junction diode, its equivalent circuit of diode, and another diode is called as Zener diode, and its application as a voltage regulator, rectification. Once again, the application of diode, half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. So in full wave, we have a bridge rectifier, then a capacitor filter to convert AC to DC, and some more varieties of diodes. It is a diode which is going to work on light energy, that is photodiode, light emitting diode, LED, and photocoupler. And as we are talking about the voltage regulators using Zener diode, some more components are there which are introduced with ICs. So IC voltage regulators, example is 7 screen is visible to all. I hope
Yes,
you are
sir.
also seeing the screen. Okay, fine. Let us go for the PN junction diode. An introduction. So as you all know, it is a connection of two semiconductor materials. Conductor materials. One is P-type, another is P-type and N-type semiconductor material. So once we get this one, obviously you know what is conductor, what is insulator, and what is semiconductor, and what is pure semiconductor and impure semiconductor in your PUC level. Okay. So here we are not going to deal with all those concepts. We directly come to the PN junction. So what is this PN junction? So it is interconnection of two types of semiconductor materials, that is P-type and N-type. Okay, so connection of these two with terminals for each semiconductor material. So a PN junction is formed by joining P-type and N-type semiconductors together in very close contact. The term junction refers to the boundary interface where the two regions of the semiconductor meet. So what we are going to do here, we are going to take N-type semiconductor material and P-type semiconductor material, and we are going to join together. Okay, so this is the junction what we are going to get. So here we are going to get a junction where two semiconductor materials are added together. So P and N junction are created in a single crystal of semiconductor by doping. So for example, the doping, it may be ion implantation or diffusion of dopants, or by epitaxy, that is growing a layer of crystal topped with one type of dopant on top of a layer of crystal doped with another type of dopant. Okay, so by using these methodologies, we are going to have a junction between P-type and N-type semiconductor material. Okay, so by saying this diagram, you come to know it is how the diode will be created. So PN junction, it is having one zero bias. The diagram is going to show it is zero bias voltage applied. Means I am not applying any bias or any voltage externally. So how the diode look like? Okay, the construction of that diode and the internal diagrams, how they are. So as we all know, the charge carriers which are there in the semiconductor materials are responsible for current in the diode or voltage across the diode. The movement of these charge carriers. So once we come to the concept of charge carriers, we have based on type of semiconductor material. It may be P-type or it may be N-type. We have minority and majority charge carriers. The current or the voltage, it is due to the movement of these charge carriers. So once the charge carriers comes, it is once again there is a category of majority and minority. So most of the time we are going to neglect the movement of minority charge carriers most of the time. Okay, so we are going to concentrate only on the majority of charge carriers. So once we come to the concept of charge carriers, obviously we know the P-type semiconductor material is having the majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. When we come to the semiconductor material of type N, so N-type semiconductor material is having electrons are the majority and holes are in the minority. Okay, so the movement of majority charge carriers is going to give the current within the component or voltage across the component. Okay, so as we are going to observe here in the diagram, so obviously, so we are going to find the majority charge carriers and minority charge carriers. Both are there in the respective semiconductor material. P is having holes and electrons, N is having electrons as majority charge carriers. Next, the PN junctions are elementary building blocks of almost all semiconductor electronic devices such as diodes, transistors, solar cells, LEDs, and integrated circuits. That is nothing but ICs. Means these PN junctions are become building blocks of all electronic devices which are come under semiconductor category. Okay, they are active sites where the electronic action of the device takes place. So whenever the electronic device is in action, obviously it is due to these active building blocks. So the reasons nearby the PN junction or PN interfaces lost their neutrality and become charged, forming the space charge region or depletion layer. So the junction between two semiconductor materials, obviously it is labeled as a depletion layer or space charge region. Okay, so this one is the construction of that PN junction, and in the circuit. Obviously, when we come to the electronic circuits, all devices, all components are introduced with symbols. Okay, so we are going to represent that particular device or a component with a symbol. Okay, so these symbols are used in designing the circuits, electronic circuits. So the symbol for this PN junction element or component, it will be like this. Okay, triangle ended with one vertical line. The triangle arrow mark with one vertical line. So this one is symbol of diode. Okay, if it is in your mobile phone, if it is not visible properly, you can zoom your screen. Okay, I'm talking about the symbol of diode. Okay, here obviously, so we have P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor material added together. Okay, so added together, then whenever we want to use that component, we need to introduce terminals for that component. So this is the device which is having two terminals. It is a two-terminal device, and the two terminals are, one terminal is nothing but P-type semiconductor material, and another terminal is considered as N-type semiconductor material. And generally, we are going to call those terminals as positive terminal and negative terminal. So positive terminal is nothing but P-type semiconductor material. So this terminal we are going to call this one as plus, and the N-type semiconductor material, it is considered as negative terminal. Okay, so general names, positive and negative, but technical names for that terminal is nothing but anode and cathode. Anode terminal and cathode terminal are the technical names. Okay, but generally we label positive and negative. Okay, so this one is the symbol of diode and the name of its terminals, anode terminal and cathode terminal. Anode is positive, cathode is negative. Next, so we have constructed what is PN junction. Okay, once I connect P-type and N-type, there is a barrier between these two, and we are going to call that one as a depletion layer. Okay, and to use that component, we are going to connect external terminals. Okay, those external terminals are P-type terminal and N-type terminal, or you may say plus and minus, or anode and cathode, different names. Okay, so anode and cathode terminals are there. Now I need to apply the bias or external voltage to know its operation, to know its behavior or characteristics. Means I want to study what if I connect a P-type and N-type semiconductor material, and if I apply the voltage, what is the performance of that component? Obviously, when I apply a bias or a voltage, the internal components, those are nothing but what? Electrons and holes, that is charge carriers. So charge carriers are going to start moving. Okay, so how they are going to move? They are attracted by opposite polarity. Means the holes, obviously, you know, the holes, or you can recap, the holes are represented with the symbol plus, and electrons are represented with a symbol of minus. Okay, minus is nothing but electron representation, plus is nothing but holes representation. The symbols used for each charge carrier. Okay, so here we are going to get the movement of these charge carriers once I apply the external voltage between those two terminals, anode terminal and cathode terminal. So how I am connecting this external voltage or the external bias voltage? So how it will be connected? So one of the methods, there are two methods. Okay, plus is connected to plus, minus is connected to minus, or plus is connected to minus, or minus is connected to plus. Only two options are there. So those two options are nothing but the biasing techniques used in diode. So here we are going to have a discussion about the forward bias concept. How the forward bias concept it is? By observing this diagram, you come to know the P region and N region. That is nothing but the semiconductor materials. P region, that is anode, it is connected to the positive terminal of the bias. And cathode, it is connected to, that is the N region, it is connected to the negative terminal of the bias. So this type of connection is nothing but the forward bias condition of the diode. Forward bias condition of the diode. When external voltage applied to the junction is such that a direction that it cancels the potential barrier, thus permitting current flow, is called forward biasing. Okay, so you come to know this technical definition once I talk about the flow of charge carriers. So to apply forward bias, we can observe here the general definition. To apply forward bias, connect the positive terminal of the battery to P type, that is anode, and the negative terminal of the negative terminal to N type as shown in the figure. Okay, this one is the construction diagram. What you are going to observe, it is construction diagram. This one is circuit diagram, what we are going to call. Okay, the circuit is nothing but what? It is represented with all the components in the symbolical fashion. Okay, so this symbol is representing battery or bias, external voltage, this symbol. And what about this symbol? Obviously, it is a diode. And what about this symbol? It is representing resistor. Okay, it is representing resistor. The zigzag lines are representing resistor. Obviously, you are familiar with these concepts. So let us go for, if I connect this way and slowly if I increase the applied voltage, okay, slowly if I increase the applied external biasing voltage, so what is going to happen with the component? So the applied forward potential establishes an electrical field which acts against the field due to potential barrier. Therefore, the resultant field is weakened and the barrier height is reduced as at the junction. So what they're talking about here, of the definition of this one is, so as this is the barrier, what we are going to obtain between two semiconductor materials. So this barrier, the width of this barrier, it goes on reduces. It goes on reduces as there is an increase in the forward bias voltage. Okay, and the movement of charge carriers is obviously attracted by opposite polarity. So electrons are negative, holes are positive. So all electrons are eager to reach. All these electrons, you can observe here, the electrons which are there in the N region, they are eager to reach what? The positive terminal of the battery. Similarly, the holes, that is nothing but plus icons, they are just moving towards the negative terminal of the battery. Opposite polarities attracting each other. Okay, or you may say the similar polarities are repel each other. Okay, so this is the concept with respect to the forward bias voltage applied to the diode. Okay, so what is going to happen here? As you are going to increase the forward bias voltage, there is a decrease in the width of the depletion layer. So it goes on decreases. Okay, the movement of charge carriers, it is okay, there is no opposed to the charge carriers which are moving from one side to another side. Okay, one side to another side. Because if you carefully observe this one, this region, P-type semiconductor material. So here the majority charge carriers are what? They are in the P region. All majority charge carriers are holes. So holes are connected to what? The P is connected to the positive terminal. So what is going to happen with the active positive and the holes? How they are going to react to each other? Obviously, they are going to repel each other. So what is the path? What is the destination for the holes which are there in the P region? The destination for P region holes, obviously it is the negative terminal of the battery. They want to reach the negative terminal of the battery. So how they are going to reach? Obviously, they have to cross this barrier. By seeing this diagram, you come to know, yes, all holes which are major, they are moving towards what? They are moving towards first towards barrier. They cross that barrier, that is PN junction. They just cross that PN junction and then enter into N region. So after reaching N region, obviously it is a destination because it is connected to negative terminal. So all holes are going to cross this PN junction from P region to N region. This is the flow phenomena of holes. Similarly, the flow phenomena of electrons which are major in N region. The holes, obviously, this N region is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Negative terminal of the battery. Obviously, electron is also minus, battery terminal is also minus, and minus polarity is going to repel each other. So obviously, what is the path or what is the destination for the electrons? So all electrons eager to reach the positive terminal of the battery. So where it is? Obviously, it is there in the P region because positive is connected to P region. So what is the flow phenomena of electrons? Obviously, they have to cross this barrier, PN junction, then reach the destination, that is positive terminal of the battery through P type semiconductor material. Okay. So this is the flow phenomena of electrons and holes which are major in each respective semiconductor material. Okay, so by observing this flow phenomena, we come to know, yes, as there is an increase in the bias voltage, we are going to observe concentration of majority charge carriers is going to be increased in respective semiconductor material. Hence, the moment is going to be more and reduces the barrier width. So what is going to happen? There is a limit for this applied voltage. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಕೊಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ ನಾವು ಈ voltage ನ 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. Okay, so we can apply this bias voltage which is going to completely eliminate this barrier. ಈ barrier ನ complete ಆಗಿ remove ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So once it is removed, obviously it is going to act as what? It is going to purely act as a conductor. Okay, it is not going to show its any semiconductor characteristics. It is going to purely act as a conductor because there is no oppose, there is no crossing concept. Holes are easily moved towards negative and electrons easily move towards positive without any crossing, without any barrier. Okay, so that is going to happen by observing a particular voltage applied to this diode. Okay, so these PN junctions or semiconductor materials, we know those are two types of semiconductor materials which are commonly used. The most using semiconductor materials, it is silicon and germanium. Silicon and germanium. Okay, so among these two, can anyone give the example which one is the most using semiconductor material among these two?
Silicon.
It is silicon, isn't it? That's why the name of the Bangalore is the Silicon Valley, Silicon City, because it is most using semiconductor material. Okay, compared to these two, the performance of these two, we are going to get the best performance when we use silicon semiconductor material. Okay, so having these two semiconductor materials, the silicon type and germanium type, we know the standard forward biasing voltage, okay, which is going to completely eliminate this barrier. For silicon, it is 0.7 voltage you need to apply, 0.7 for silicon, and for germanium it is 0.3. Okay, 0.3 voltage to make this diode as a conductor. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಡಯೋಡ್ನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, because semiconductor is nothing but it lies in between the characteristics of what? Insulator and conductor. So ಇದು ಎರಡರ ನಡುವರ್ಕಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, but it is in the middle, semiconductor. Okay, so when you are using this semiconductor, obviously it is going to show both the characteristics. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, what is the definition of this conductor and insulator? Nothing but ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, I want to pass some current or voltage. So current pass ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ the component should act as a conductor. Current pass ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, ಆಫ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು as a switch. Okay, switch on, switch off. Current pass ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, pass ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. By using diode we can get that, we can extract that work. Okay, so when it is applied semiconductor, the input voltage to this diode above 0.7 ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಡಯೋಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೇನೆ ನೀವು ಜರ್ಮೇನಿಯಂ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು 0.3 ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲೋ ದಿಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ 0.7ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಥವಾ 0.3ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಸೊ ಅಥವಾ 0ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದ ಡಯೋಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಇನ್ಸುಲೇಟರ್. Okay, it is going to act as an insulator. So this is the concept with respect to forward bias. So since the potential barrier voltage is very small, a small forward voltage is sufficient to completely eliminate the barrier. So as we discussed now, once the potential barrier is eliminated by the forward voltage, that is applied voltage, what we are going to apply for silicon it is 0.7, for germanium it is 0.3, the junction resistance becomes almost zero. Okay, once you go in depth, you come to know the varieties of definitions with respect to each and individual operation of this diode. So they are talking about the junction resistance. Okay, means there is a barrier. Oppose is nothing but what? Resistance. Yes, there is a resistance. Ide andre oppose ide andre, obviously there is a diode, it has internal resistance capacity. Okay, that is due to that barrier itself. So almost zero and the low resistance path is established. Because of this, the forward bias voltage. Okay, therefore current flows in the circuit. Okay, so forward bias, it is the condition of the diode where diode is going to act as a conductor. Okay, the construction diagram will be like this. Okay, and circuit will be look like this. Okay, next move towards what is going to happen if I reverse the voltage or reverse the connection. Instead of calling reverse the voltage, if I reverse the connections. Okay, reverse ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಯ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಒಯ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ್ರಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಒಯ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎನ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ. ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ is connected to positive of the diode. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Obviously, all majority charge carriers already they are in the destination itself, isn't it? The N region is having all majority charge carriers are electrons. All charge carriers are in electrons which are already connected to negative, positive. So all they are moving towards. Obviously, you may say there is no movement because already they are in the destination. Destination already idavre move agtava, move agalla. Okay, so what about the holes which are measured in P region? Already obviously P is also connected to negative terminal. So all these holes already there in the destination. So ಇದನ್ನ increase ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, negative voltage ನ increase ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? What is going to happen? All electrons which are major, it may be in P region or it may be N region, they are already there in the destination. It means there is a movement of majority charge carriers. So we left with which charge carriers are going to start moving? Only minority charge carriers. ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ರಿ? ಪಿ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಪಿ ದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ. 1 2 3 4 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತವ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೊ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಎನ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅಥವಾ 2 ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಮೈನಾರಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 10 ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಿ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಅಥವಾ 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Those are nothing but minority. So what about these condition of these minority charge carriers? If I talk about electrons, so electrons which are minor in p region, obviously they are repelled by this what? Negative terminal. So ee kade ankaru barak saadhilla, they never come in this direction because both are negative negative. They are just repel each other. Obviously they have to cross this barrier and reach n region. Okay, but cross ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ the resistance of this barrier is going to oppose those movements. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ? ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅಪೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹೋಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್, ಎನ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್, ದೇ ರಿಪಲ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಪಲ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? ದೀಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ have to cross this barrier and reach p region. Okay, so as you are increasing negative terminals, what is going to happen here? You are increasing the minority charge carriers in the respective semiconductor material. So as there is a concentration of minority charge carriers, the width of the depletion layer, it goes on increases. Opposed to the flow of charge carriers, it goes on increases. Okay, so what is going to happen? We are not observing the movement of charge carriers within the device. Movement illa andre ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ? No current, no voltage. So the movement of charge carriers is null. Therefore, we are going to consider this performance or behavior of this diode as a purely it is acting as an insulator or open switch. You can observe here, it is acting as a open switch between two terminals. Battery is open switch anta consider agutte because it is not at all conducting any current. Not at all conducting any current because there is no movement of charge carriers. Okay, this is going to happen with respect to the reverse bias condition. What is that reverse bias condition? Where the positive of the battery is connected to N region and the negative is connected to P-type semiconductor material. So when the external voltage applied to the junction is in such a direction, the potential barrier is increased. It is called reverse biasing. How to apply? To apply reverse bias, connect negative terminal of the battery to the P-type and positive terminal to the N-type as shown in the above figure. Next, the applied reverse voltage establishes an electrical field which acts in the same direction as the field due to potential barrier. Therefore, the resultant field at the junction is strengthened. Okay, there is nothing but the opposed to the flow of charge carriers is more due to width of the barrier is increased. The increased potential barrier prevents the flow of charge carriers across the junction. Thus, a high resistance path is established for the entire circuit, hence current doesn't flow. Okay, so this one is the construction explanation circuit diagram, and this one is the electronic circuit with us using symbol of each component. Okay, this one is forward bias and reverse bias. So graphically, how we can talk about all these performances of diode. When I apply the forward bias, it is going to act as a conductor. When I apply reverse bias, it is going to act as an insulator. Okay. So what is the graphical approach? How we can get this one? So we are going to get a characteristic with respect to diode, it is nothing but voltage and current characteristics of the diode. So here we are going to establish a graph which is going to show the performance of diode with respect to current and voltages. So here the x-axis in the graph, we are going to represent the voltage across the diode, and y-axis represent current in the diode. Okay, current in the diode. So this one is nothing but what? PN junction, and it's a symbolical fashion, two terminals, anode and cathode. Okay, so anode. Once again, we are going to use alphabet for anode, it is A, and for cathode, the alphabet used it is A. Okay, anode and cathode, which are used for PCB designing. So PCB designing ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಂದಿರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಲೇಬಲಿಂಗ್ we are going to use these alphabets. Okay, sometimes it is AK instead of AK. Generally we represent plus and minus of the diode terminal. Okay, so here we can observe the x-axis is voltage across the diode and y-axis is representing current through the diode. Okay, so with respect to the behavior of this diode, we have different labels for respective voltage and currents. So you can observe here the complete performance, the behavior of this diode in the graph. It has lies in only in two quadrants, first quadrant and third quadrant. First quadrant and third quadrant is going to work. Okay, so what are these first quadrant values? Here all voltage and currents are positive. Okay, so all are positive, so current will be there. Current is there and it is labeled as what? Current yavagirutte when it is in forward. So the current in the forward bias, it is labeled as forward current, and the voltage measured across the diode when it is in forward bias, the name of that voltage is forward voltage. Similarly, when it is in reverse bias, the voltage observed in the device, it is reverse voltage. The current it is going to conduct, it is reverse current. Okay, so you can observe the measurements. In the forward current, it is in milliamperes. In the reverse, it is micro. So compared to these things, it is what? If the one is going to show maximum current, if the one is going to show minimum current. Okay, so the voltage where in the forward bias at which the barrier is completely eliminated. So 900 in the forward bias, as we are going on increasing the applied voltage, the depletion layer is goes on decreases, and after some voltage it will be removed, completely removed. So that voltage is called as knee voltage. Okay, this labeled as knee voltage. So this knee voltage is 0.7 for silicon and 0.3 for germanium type of semiconductor material. Okay, similarly, reverse bias only you need to apply the negative voltage. Okay, negative voltage kodta hogtira. What is going to happen in the reverse bias? The width of the barrier is goes on increases. Ellivargu increase agutte? As you can observe here, it goes on increases. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 and so on ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? Until unless the diode it is purely covered by this depletion layer. So completely depletion layer cover ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ complete diode itself. Okay, so that voltage normally called as reverse breakdown voltage. Reverse breakdown voltage. Okay. So these are the characteristics, voltage and current characteristics of the diode. So what is going to happen in the diode after reaching the new voltage? After reaching the new voltage, current in the diode is drastically increases. Drastically increases. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಪ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ the current in the diode, it is slowly flowing. After reaching the new voltage, drastically it is conducting the current. Okay, so this is the thing with respect to forward bias. So similarly, what is going to happen with the reverse bias? There is a slowly decrease in the current in the reverse bias until unless it reaches reverse breakdown voltage. After reaching that one, there is a sudden decrease in the current. Okay, sudden decrease in the current, what we are going to observe in the reverse bias condition. Okay, so sometimes if you go beyond this negative voltage or reverse breakdown voltage, it is possible to damage the component. It is possible to damage the component. Not only that one, even in forward bias also, for each, obviously it is a semiconductor material, we have voltage restrictions. Okay, voltage ಕಡಿಮೆನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So if you go for all electronic components which are designed by, obviously whatever we are using, everything is the semiconductor material itself. Okay, semiconductor material ಇದೆ. So how much voltage you are going to use for each electronic component or electronic device? So ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 5 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು, 5 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡೋಲ್ರಿ. 5 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್. ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರೋ LED ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ಟಿವಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಎನಿವನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದ ಐಡಿಯಾ? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ಗೆ? Is anyone interested to reply?
Sir, 12 volt. 12 volt.
12 volt for television. Okay. Any idea? Any answer from another person?
20 volts, sir.
30 volts. Fine. Last answer from anyone? 15. Fine. Okay, fine. So all answers are correct, but it is left
Sir,
to
12 volts.
Yeah, all answers are correct, but it is left with the manufacturer. So above TV, above the number ತೊಗೊಂತಾನೆ. Okay, some person are going to use 12 volt, another television manufacturer is going to use 30 volts. It is left to the manufacturer. But what compared to the main supply ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮನೆಗೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್
maybe 220.
ಎಷ್ಟು?
220.
220, sir. 220, sir.
220 to 230. ಸೊ 220 230 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಹೋಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಮನೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 220 or 230 voltage, you reduce that voltage to some minimum voltage. Okay, so means what? All semiconductor materials are going to use minimum voltage to work with. Okay, so that is the usage of these semiconductor materials. So today we are going to end up this